And I'm writing Roberts of your lifetime.
Denise Leah, Wellness Academy,
I'm from Redding. I'm Nancy Tilcock. I'm from Carroll, California. Mine's retired. HCA Equals Healthcare. Retired teachers and maybe works.
oh wow, you're an all. I never do.
Anything that needs to have somebody advocating.
Hi, my name is Rebecca. Thank you.
Randy Hicks, California Disability Rights and California Alliance for Retired Americans. And healthcare for all.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Daniel Garcia. I'm from Shasbury, California.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Oh no. So, what do you guys want to discuss? Thank you. Which
Dental Cal covers I'll share the importance of time that I should not only restore
Especially our children, no matter what age, because they are our future in California. So any rule that affects them,
and that chart right there inside that right there. Take if you look inside, this is a very important chart. Because what they did was this is all the money they've taken away from this program. Okay, $2.9 billion, the $6 billion program. This much money ends up going back into the general fund. So this is $17.3 billion that you never got to restore back to and then I would say it's COLA for cost of living adjustment, which the disability community has not had in such a long time. You're living on $935 a month, and you know when the state took away their share of the SSI, that lowered it down to some people down to $850 a month. Rent's running around $600 a month thanks to the housing crisis. And we have sequestration coming up. So we believe that we should, I took a look at the Senate action, and the Senate action was to restore the COLA. And the Assembly took no action on it. And so there's going to have to be a conference committee. But if we could press upon your member to bring back that COLA, to bring that back to where it was at least before the levels at least 5-6 years ago, that would be really a great thing to do, because we can, all the money that is spent on any of these programs goes back into the program. It goes back into the state, it goes back into revenue, because they pay taxes on it. They don't save the money, they use the money. That's it.
Move on.
If you give us more, we're going to spend more. Thank you. And that's yeah, but honestly, I can't. I'm barely struggling. I'm really
No, thank you for that.
yeah.
And thank you for this chart. This is really helpful. How they spend the COLA, at least underground and social negligence.
how much influence it has on the state of California.
Exactly. Especially when you're talking the population that receive SSI or SCI. Those are the folks who are the working poor, who are in able state, right? and that's one of the things that, because I used to work in another facility. And usually one of the requirements is SSI, you have to be on SSRS to be by the so that's where a lot of compliance and it's hard, like as it is. So, and I wasn't aware that they suspended the COLA at least underground. Wait, so you indicated the Senate approved the, okay, but not the Senate, okay.
Yep. It's in the budget conference committee.
And then another thing too is with the dental, you know, there's a high incidence of diabetes, dental, podiatry, and vision all impacted by diabetes. So people could get their checkups on a regular basis and going to the dental checkups. That was saving them from having a crisis and then having to go to their urgent care emergency room to get their teeth pulled. That's going to make them not able to eat the right foods that they need to eat to begin with. And then if the federal government is putting in 50%, so 50 to 50, I mean, it's a no-win situation, you know what I'm saying? 50% is federally subsidized and 50% sustained. So it wouldn't be just on the state. It's like throwing away money if we don't capitalize on that. For 3 years, like the federal government, we put money in.
And that's something at least we're trying to look at the exchange and see. And I know yesterday, were you guys here yesterday for the Medi-Cal? Huge, like it just because we can do everything we want for the legislature. So really with the governor to really approve our budget, but also we need that communication saying that we're not okay with some things that you're proposing, and this is what our recommendation is as an assembly house, but also the Senate house. But seeing yesterday was just like you can't ignore so many people advocating and also and seeing labor and management coming together. So you have Kaiser folks and labor groups, huge. You never even see that.
Well, I lived in Scotland where you had no problems with people needing dental or health care. And that's what I want here. For my children, my grandchildren, my next door neighbor, grandchildren. I was a retired teacher, and a lot of times my children couldn't work and study constantly because their teeth. And it affects the whole body. And a child feels that way. So you don't want an adult who's having to you're not going to be the cooperative forever.
So right now, and just give my clarification, right now, Medi-Cal, except like they're not offering any dental coverage. Is vision also, or just
The prescription, the dental, they just do extraction.
And they'll give you pain medicine.
No, they don't even give you pain medicine.
Well, it depends what dental clinic you go to. They've got Kaiser, they'll pay you pain medicine, but they won't do any dental work. It's funny, you can be along to a managed care company like by Kaiser, but they won't do any dental work for you. They say, well, why don't you go to the county? Well, we don't have Denti-Cal anymore, so there you are. So they suggest you go to a private dentist, and they can charge you up to, oh, there's a story. I mean, I used a credit card to get a tooth fixed.
Yeah. It affects everything. A lot of, especially in the rural province. Yeah. A lot of the hospitals, a lot of the dentists, a lot of the doctors are going out of the area. And we're seeing people that are having to have their teeth pulled because they can't stand up.
yeah, that's
The renal program is restored. Where that is it's not right. So it won't be expensive what will be expensive is covering persons that don't have Denti-Cal
I have to correct something too. I have to correct something real quick. I made a mistake. The governor, the assembly has reinstated the state-based COLA grants beginning in 2014 for a charge of $58 million general fund. The Senate made no change to the governor's proposal, and it's the other way around with with Denti-Cal. The Senate made the reinstatement of Denti-Cal, and the assembly is not. So that's just a correction. Sorry about that.
realize that dental care is not just something, auxiliary, it's an integral part of healthcare, and should be routine concept of any other facets of therapy. It's part of your body, or it's as important as the heart or any other organ, because if you have bad teeth or missing teeth or whatever, it sets up a chronic inflammation and spread to the other systems of the body. Serious health issues. So it's not just a matter of cosmetics or aesthetics or whatever. It's a part of
That's something that we haven't, we're still talking, but just seeing, based on his district, we have mostly API and Latino in our district. You have a lot of first, second generation. A lot of these constituents are on Medicare. Right? If you look at a snapshot of the district, there's going to be a good portion of it is more affluent, the other portion are still not. So because of that, he has to acknowledge that, granted, this percent is going to be 1 to 80 to 68 million of the budget. So if we instate it, it's not going to be it's not going to be as much compared to the entire surplus, but at the end of the day, the impact will be great.
And defining the way to carry this and know someone perceived in the they're already in that. I think that they're saying that supports it. Like you said, most I get it. That all makes such a big effect. Like I said, we all have the governor's
and that's something that I can actually talk to them, but one of the things that can bring up to my, when we have this conversation regarding the budget and stuff, which are really soon, is what are some things that we should look out for. That's why this little chart is really helpful, because we can actually advocate like, hey, what's going on with COLA, and look at what's going on with the Senate, with Assembly, what we're arguing. And the only thing right now, he can actually say, if this is not stated, I'm not going to be right? After he doesn't have to, but at the end of the day, having all the different resources, all the professionals that need to come in and make that work.
I hate to go into a document and not know the facts.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then he's an attorney by in practice, of course, and then he's a judge per se, so he really likes both sides. If we're arguing this side, what's the other side, right? But if this side has more weight, obviously,
Common sense would tell you that if our population has enough food to eat, they're the dentist that they need, they're educated, their parents are
Exactly. No, and I think you for this. So, is there? And then it's really nice to see all these coalitions, right? All these groups come into a coalition, and right. That's really powerful to see. And for everybody, right? For like the seniors, or individuals with disabilities.
With the governor having all these new programs come online, CalMedi Connect, the expansion of Medi-Cal for childless adults over 26, for him doing the realignment program, he's going to have a safety net set up to make sure that he can be able to cover all of these things. You're going to have a reimbursement rate that is fair to the physicians, but to the hospitals. You're going to have to make sure there's consumer protections there and that they have money for consumer protection. So he's got a lot of